Hey y'all, Jamie here. Proud 56-year-old trans woman from New Orleans. So, where last I left off, y'all, I was in an operating room in Guadalajara, Mexico, and this was September 2nd, 1998, the morning of September 2nd, 1998, and I had been flown to Guadalajara with my sugar daddy, John Coyne. Yes, Mr. John Coyne, a man in the Navy who had gotten quite smitten with me on the very night he met me and had flown me to Mexico to get my boobs 1 month later. So I get down to the OR. Y'all, it's like something out of World War II with the glass IV bottles hanging off the poles and the stainless steel syringe to give me my shot to relax me and to start my IV. And it was very scary. It was very scary. I was like, this looks like something out of an old black and white movie that you would see on Turner Classic Movies. 100%. It really did. It did not look like a modern day facility where you would be going to get your breasts done. It just didn't. It looked like you'd be going there to get treated for malaria, if I'm being honest. Anyway, so the surgeon, Dr. Sony, he brings out this little rolling cart and it's got these three sets of implants. They're in boxes. And one says 500 cc's, one says 600 cc's, and one says 700 cc's. And he gives me my choice. Which ones do I want? Now, I knew that he was going to be doing the incisions through my nipples, through the areola on my nipple. And so I didn't want to have giant bags trying to squeeze through there, but I didn't want to get the smallest ones he offered me. So I went middle of the road, y'all. I did. For my first set, I went with 600 cc's. They were medium profile. Here's the thing. When I was flown there, I was under the assumption that I was getting soybean oil breast implants, okay? The girls were saying, it was being said in the bar in New Orleans, that these were soybean oil implants and they were much safer than silicone and they were all the new rage, and this, that, and the other. That would become important later on. Okay, soybean oil, right? They weren't. If y'all haven't figured that out yet, they weren't. They turned out to be textured silicone gel implants. Okay? Old school textured silicone gel implants, too, not like the new. Textured is not the way they go anymore. It's just not the route they go anymore because textured tended to have issues, okay? So I choose the 600 cc's. He knocks me out and I wake up. When you get knocked out and under anesthesia, honey, it's like you went to sleep for 5 seconds when they wake you up. So they wake me up and I'm back in my room and they're like, everything's okay, you're fine. Here you are, here's your friend, And there was John Coyne in the room. And the first thing I said was, bring me a mirror. Was the first words out of my mouth. Bring me a mirror. John brought me a mirror off the wall, a hanging mirror off the wall. And I looked down. And of course, all I could see was just bandages. Just nothing. It was all bandaged. Like it was huge. It was huge. It was huge, swollen. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. It was huge, swollen, but I couldn't see anything. Like I couldn't see my actual breast or anything. But the doctor comes up to look at me, okay? This is like shortly after surgery, right after they woke me up back in the room, he comes in to see me. And he says, there's a little bit of bleeding on the left side. Little bit of hematoma. But it'll be fine. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry. You worry for nothing, was what he told me. You worry for nothing. I take very good care of you. That was what was said, right? So he leaves, and I tell John, let me see the mirror again. And I start looking at my bandages, right? And I see the blood. Like I see the blood around the nipple area. You can see that there's a little blood around the nipple area. And I see that breast looks real swollen. Like it looks much bigger than the right side. It's bulging out of the bottom left, okay? Anyway, John tells me, Jamie, I need cigarettes. So we're going to need cigarettes back at the hotel later. Yes, I was a smoker at the time. Yes, I know I shouldn't have been smoking right after surgery. Listen, it was what it was. These were different times. What can I tell you? And he went to go get us cigarettes, okay? So while he's gone, I'm laying in there and they're bringing me like guava juice, guava nectar. I'm sorry, guava nectar. That shit is so thick. They love that shit in Mexico. And let me tell you something, it is so thick. And it is so thickeningly sweet and sickeningly sweet. Just, yeah, just, yeah. But they want you to do it to like get your energy back and all of that good stuff. So what happens? Y'all, the hours start ticking by. There's no John Coyne. 2 hours go by. 3 hours go by. I'm starting to freak the fuck out. And I'm asking the nurses, mi compadre, mi amigo, mi compadre, mi amor. I'm trying to ask, where is my damn friend that I came here with? They kept saying, que, que, que. They couldn't understand me. Oh my God. And then it approached 6 hours. And I'm laying there by myself, and they're waiting to discharge me, and there's no sign of John Coyne, and he didn't pay them before he left. And if y'all want to know what happens next, y'all know the routine, darling. Be here next time, and I will too. I love you all. I love you all for watching, and I love you for the comments. I will talk to you later, y'all. Bye.